Cooking on a boat really isn't a lot different than cooking in my former kitchen's apartment. I have a fridge, I have the stove, I have the oven, I have a sink. And yes, things are a little smaller or a little different. I work with gas. My kitchen ustensiles are stainless steel or things that I'm not afraid to break or have rusted. A lot of the kitchen equipment that I used to have in my apartment's kitchen, I do have. But there is one thing that I try to avoid as much as possible, and it is to cook food while we are on the way. And this kitchen all of a sudden starts moving. So typically, I try to have all the food that we eat when we're on the way ready before departure. Except that one time. That did not happen. And for me to tell you the story of how I found myself cooking a hot meal in rolly seas on the coast of Portugal, I have to take you all the way to where the story started, in Porto. And by saying that, you probably already guessed what happened. Hi guys, it is 7:30 here in Porto and our very good friends Andy and Mia just arrived and we're gonna spend 2 days with them. We're super excited that they came here on their way from Ireland to Lagos. But it's gonna be really fun to hang out, so let's do it. Alright, I'm super excited that Andy and Mia are here. Look for the swan. Where? Oh yeah! So excited! See the post office. We found it.
We need to mail these.
Express. How much was that, Ryan? 7. Is that a good price for democracy? Have voted.
I voted.
How does it feel to have voted for the first time in the Swedish Parliament election?
It's pretty anticlimactic, I'm gonna be honest.
On the top of the bridge or on the bottom of the bridge, which makes quite a huge difference. And we took the top, which was the wrong way, but we found a cable car. So then we're gonna take a cable car to go taste some port wine. Cable car! Ryan is still a bit annoyed that we took the wrong top side of the bridge. Look at all the port wine that is made. Ryan, I'm electing this the best mistake that Google Maps ever made.
It was Google Maps, not me.
It's not like I told you that we should go the down road.
No, but that would have taken us way over here, honey.
No, Ryan, like look at the bridge.
I totally understand what you're saying, but where you told me to turn would have taken us way over here.
I said we have to go down the way that we came from, and then we have to turn to take the bridge down. us what you know about port wine.
I don't know much. There's big barrels. Those big barrels are aged before the wine goes in it. And then once they're aged too much, then they become whiskey barrels. That's about all I got out of that. We're going to start a 59 North Starboard Wine Company. We're going to complement the port wine with Starboard wine.
I'm on it. Count me in.
70 on the town. It's everywhere, but I'm pretty sure it's sailboat.
Oh, this is good. Lisbon.
Are you going to sit here? Okay, so Lisbon. That's where we're going. It's 170 miles. So it's gonna be take us like about a day. It could probably motor quite a bit depending on what the winds do this afternoon. We have full tanks, we have full water, we have full food.
Well, that's actually not true. This is the first time that we're going and I haven't prepared any food.
No, we haven't cooked any food.
And I'm tired.
I can tell. Do you want to take a nap when we get going?
I need to work. There are a couple of things that I need to do.
And then do you want to take a nap?
I don't know.
Did you not sleep well?
No, I did sleep well, but it was like waking up was a bit early. Okay, and we're anchoring.
I think we're gonna anchor. We're gonna go. So that should be okay. Okay.
Good.
We just need to put this stuff on the counters away.
Okay. Apart from that, are we ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
I need this. This isn't sprung, so what I'll do is you get the engine on and get the bow thruster and yourself ready, and I'll take this off from the dock.
Yeah.
And then I'll hop on.
Let's do this.
Just leave it on for a minute before we actually go.
Oh, guys, the port wine was a little too good.
Keep the mainsail down until we decide what's going on with the sea state.
Yeah, I agree. You start to see the swell?
Yeah, we're gonna. Hold on. Just go, polar seal, polar seal, polar seal. 750.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. We see that you're carrying a Swedish flag, so do we, over?
Yes, we noticed that earlier.
We were just curious, that's when we saw it was a Swedish flag, over.
Yes, we were wondering the same actually. We confuse many people with our boat because we have the Swedish flag and the American and French flags. So we're very multinational here. My Swedish isn't very good, but my partner's here is fluent. So we are American and French, but we live in Stockholm, and that's where the boat was purchased and sailed from. How about yourself?
I see. So where are you heading? Lisbon or?
Correct, yes. Today we're heading straight to Lisbon.
Yeah, but we noticed that you don't have an IIS on board.
No, we have a receiver actually, so we can see you.
Okay, and what was the name of the boat?
It's Polar Seal.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on you in a couple of weeks then.
Sounds good. And I don't know if you noticed here, but on your starboard side, probably about 2 o'clock, there's a whole pod of dolphins.
Nice trip, and maybe we'll see each other.
Okay, bye-bye.
I've been asleep, I think, for the last 2 hours. I think I woke up and had rolled all over the pillow. I tried to do seasickness medicine today, and I think that it's making me drowsy. Well, that's where we are right now, so what can we do? How do you want to do watches tonight?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're a little drowsy and we just will work through it, but I think we're about 3 in the morning. We're going to pass this peninsula. What'd you say the name was?
Finish.
Peninsula, and there's an island like 4 miles off the coast of that. And I want to go between the two, and it's supposedly fine.
Oh,
We got a little bit of a headwind now.
we do? Enough that we can sail?
3 knots.
Woo, 3 knots of headwind.
3 knots of headwind.
Alright guys, tonight we are making an omelette with onion, zucchini and potatoes. It's a little bit rolly out here, so let's see how it goes. Well, at least I'm really not seasick. That's something that the medicine did well. I'm gonna be cooking like this, tucked against the stairs of the companionway and leaning against the sink. School of zucchini is trying to run away from me. That's not how it works. So the truth is, I could have made it easy for myself and cooked some food before we left. And I don't know about you, but between staying at the boat and cook food for a 36 hours passage, going to a port wine tasting in Porto, well, I did not cook. And besides, you know, this is good training. Eventually we're gonna come to a point when we can't always cook all of our meals beforehand, because we're gonna end up doing much longer passages than only a couple of days at a time. Cooking food underway in rolling seas, it's not an art, it's a sport. Bon appétit! Ryan, dinner served! So if you're wondering if we could have waited another day to wait for the effect of the port wine to go over, the answer is no. We actually had a weather window and we had to leave that day. Otherwise, we were going to live in way bigger seas than the ones that we encountered. All in all, it wasn't that bad. I was drowsy, I had to cook food, and I took the experience as good learning. And yes, of course, we could always make sandwiches or food that is a little easier to cook than a warm meal, but faced with a choice, what would you prefer to eat? That being said, tonight we're in port, so the boat is extremely steady. And we are making a piperade, which is, I guess, some kind of ratatouille with all kinds of vegetables and eggs baked in the mix. It's really good. I hope you're hungry because there's a lot of it. Yum yum yum.
It's so loud. It's so loud.